Get the sense of that thing called money we were talking about? Well, get the sense of money not being relevant, but you being able to have more than you can count or spend, or total ease with it. So you know it comes, it goes, and it doesn't fucking matter because more will always come as more goes. And get the sense of being able to buy anything you truly desire, okay? Because the way a lot of people function is the things they desire are the things they've decided they can't have, okay? And this really screws us up. And one of the ways you can change that is by going to a store where maybe they have like the most expensive store in town where you think you want everything in there. And then walk in there and go, okay, if I put this on terminal lay-by, I could have anything in here, okay? No matter how much it is. Even if it takes me 50 years to pay it off, I know I can have it. And then look at what you truly desire. And the funny part is, now I've done this because this was a tool that Gary, the founder of Access, suggested. And I'm like, I'm going to try this because I had so much shit around money. Oh my God, you think you're fucked up around money? I was way more fucked up than you'll ever be. Don't worry about it, okay? There's hope for you, my people, okay? And I went in and there was this store where I was like, oh my God, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. It was actually a really expensive technology store, okay? Expensive technology, okay? And I went in and I went, okay, if I could have that, would I? No. There was one thing in there that I went, oh, this is the only thing in here I actually truly desire. Everything else I thought I desired because I thought I couldn't have it. When I recognized, wow, if I am willing to put it on lay-by, pay it over time, whatever, I could have it, there was one thing in there that I wanted, and I bought it that day and walked out. And I was like, whoa, everything that brought up, times a gazillion. And how many, once again, presumptive realities do you have regarding money? And how many presumptive realities do you have regarding you and money? How many presumptive realities do you have from your family regarding money? How many presumptive realities does your family have regarding money that you have adopted as your presumptive realities regarding money, which have nothing to do with you and money? It's all presumptive realities about money that keep you from having money. Everything that is times a gazillion, we destroyed and created all, please. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. Okay, so get the sense of total ease with money. Once again, you have no idea how it's going to happen, but money is no longer significant to you. Therefore, it shows up. You can have whatever you truly desire. And also, get the sense of having the time and the space to travel, if you would like to, and the money to do it, okay? And recognize with some of these things that I talk about, you'll notice that some of them, you have more of an ease of going, okay, that sounds awesome, I'll have that. And then some of them you're like, it does not compute, I can't have that, I'm not gonna have that, I can't have that, I'll never figure that one out. That's where I'd like you to get the sense of the presumptive realities that you have bought. Okay, because if you get rid of those, what you'll have is you'll start to have a connection to that enthusiasm, which is actually your energy of creation. Because when you get enthusiastic, you create it, just like a little kid. Does that make sense? Cool. Everything that brought up. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. Okay, now, get the sense of whatever that you do for work that is something you really like. You love doing it. And probably for you, it's going to have to change a lot. In other words, not that you change jobs all the time, though we know you guys do that a lot, right? Don't we all? Because the thing is, for you guys, for the humanoids of the world, the humanoids are the seekers. The humanoids are the ones that desire something different. The humanoids are like, you get so bored with same place, same thing, same place, same thing all the time. You get so bored, you just want to shoot yourself, okay? So the humanoids are the ones that will have a job between 3 weeks and 3 months and be so bored they want to die. And then you find a way to either get fired or quit and go on to another job where you do it again and then again. And people are always like, can't you just do the same thing for a while? You're like, no, I hate it. Okay, so that's you. So whatever you do for a living, quote unquote, let's call it a living, whatever you do that brings in money, etc., and is your sort of work thing that you do, get the sense of it being wonderful, but also different enough so that it keeps you interested and enthused, okay? And you actually enjoy it. And you know that idea that if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life? Anyway, so, okay. And now get the sense of it bringing in money with total ease, and it's so much fun, and you have cool people that you work with, and it creates for you the change in the world you would like to see, or the contribution of people that you would like to see, because we're all wired differently, but whatever that is for you, okay? And get the sense of you actually liking the fact that you do it. And let's see, we covered the relationship. Are there any other aspects? Oh, get the sense of living somewhere that is just awesome. That's nurturing to your body, that you're like, oh, it's so cool. Okay, and that also may not be where you think it is. See, here's the thing is when you get more connected to or clear on the energies of these things, which is actually their presentation and their interaction with you, you start to realize that what you thought was going to create it may not be what creates it. But once you get clear on it energetically and you ask for it, which we're just about to do, by the way, what happens is you start to go in that direction because you've gotten a sense of what actually works for you. This is where you start to get to navigate your life and living on your terms. And all the stuff that is not yours, it starts falling away because you're present and clear as you. Make sense? So everything that doesn't allow that, with a lot more ease than any of us think is possible, well, you destroy and ungrade it all, please. Yes. Right, wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. So, oh yeah, and lastly, get the sense of having total ease with your family. Okay? Whatever has to happen to make that the case, just to have a sense, ease with all the family, okay? Whether you have to become a billionaire so you can, tell it, whatever, okay. Whatever it takes. So, yeah, that's another thing. What if you were willing to be a dirty, rotten multimillionaire? Wouldn't that be cool? Why? Because you have the idea that people who have a lot of money are somehow rotten and dirty and terrible, right? Because people say that. People have that point of view. Our families told us that. I grew up in a family that had pride in poverty, okay? They had no money. We had to put my school clothes on lay-by. It is called lay-by here, right? Lay-away, lay-by, whatever that is, okay? I'll gladly give you $1 for the next 100 months so my child can have some clothes to wear to school, okay? That's what I had growing up. And my family would be like, those rich people aren't happy. I remember one time I was driving in our 12-year-old car, and we got passed up by a Mercedes convertible going down the road at like 100 miles an hour. I was like, that's an awesome car. And my aunt turns over to me, and she says, those rich people aren't happy. And I turn and I look at her, and my mom, and my other aunt who was in the car, and I was like, they couldn't be any less happy than you people. Jesus Christ, man. So all the lies you bought from family about what happiness is, what money is, rich people aren't happy, rich people are evil, etc. Will you destroy and create all that, please? Yeah. Right, wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds, and all the presumptive realities around that, will you destroy and create all that, please? Yes. Right, wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. And one other question, can you change the world more with money or without money? Yeah, so would you be willing to have it? Cool. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC all 9. Yes. POD and POC all 9, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. Like, yes, my people. Okay. Score 1 for the good guys. So now get the sense of all of this stuff somehow showing up. Like you actually get to live it. Okay? And what I'd like you to do is maybe I don't know how to say it, whatever. Maybe put this energy in front of you or get it wherever where you have a sense of all of it. Or maybe it's just around you in the world. But pull energy. What I'd like you to do is, would you be willing to ask for that? Yes. Okay, would you be willing to ask for it, but not expect it to show up in any particular way or any particular time? Yes. Okay? But also, not expect that it can't show up. Okay? All of your presumptive realities that can't show up, which is what keeps it from showing up. And all the presumptive realities that aren't yours, that you bought, that it can't show up, which is not even your point of view about it not showing up, it's somebody else's point of view that it can't show up, that you have been living. Will you destroy and create all that shit and return it to sender with consciousness attached, please? Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. Whew. Okay. So, so we got the energy of that. Will you ask for it now, please? Cool. And everything that doesn't allow that to show up with way more ease, joy, and glory than you ever imagined possible. Everything that doesn't allow you to know how to get there. Because what's going to have to happen is certain of your points of view are going to have to be let go of, okay? Remember, your point of view creates your reality. Your life and living right now is a combination of basically two things, okay? Your points of view about reality and the choices that you have made based on those points of view. That's why your life looks the way it does right now. Your points of view of what you considered real, your presumptive realities, and the choices that you made based on those presumptive realities. Because your choice creates your life. Even if you, before tonight, wanted to blame somebody else for it. Okay? So everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. And so, what I'd like you to do now that you've asked for it, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pull energy from all over the universe into that being your life and living. I don't really know how to say it. A lot of times I say, like, you know, if you could put all this energy here and pull energy into it, but maybe you just kind of, wherever it is for you, connect it to the universe, pull energy into it. More until your heart opens up where you're like, oh, dude, fuck yeah. This feels good, whatever. Even if you just get it, it feels good right now. That's awesome. Okay, great start, okay? Now, let little trickles go out to everyone and everything in the universe that's going to help make it a reality for you that you don't even know yet. Okay? Acknowledge the ask, and then go, okay, dear consciousness, please help. Dear universe, please help.